Hello, hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome, welcome. It's Real Wednesday. I'm here. We're spinning the wheel again soon. I was a little bit late because, no particular reason really. I was actually ready long beforehand, and then I got distracted um, by something else. So it's really my own fault. But we are here now, and I've slept reasonably well. I think I. Wait, how long did I sleep for? About 6 hours. I mean, good enough. Good enough. Let me just go to the wheel and see what is on there. I don't know if I've actually adjusted much at all recently. There we go. There's the wheel. I think this one I've done. I need to write off a couple of options here. The wheel itself won't change right now, but that's not done. That's not done. Has that one been done? I don't see it. So I think it's been done. I don't actually know. This one has been done. That was very awkward to do. It was the duet with the sock. That was crazy. Mondili we did. And Fultherian Arc we did. Shadows of Doubt we did. There's a 0% chance of landing on Ina. You never know, really, do you? Also, hi H. I hope you're doing well. Order pizza has been done. Elin was done. Oh god, I haven't looked at this list in ages, have I? Fault Milestone 2 is still on there, so I'll leave it on here as well. Ethermancer was done. And this one was done. Over Magica was done. And that's it so far. There's only 24 requests left, apparently. 24. That's not that many. Congrats on being first age. But yeah, let me go and spin the wheel, see what it lands on. Maybe we'll write off another one. Oh my god. Well, Fault Milestone 2. Let's go, baby. It's not Ina, but, you know, close enough. Summit, hello, welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll be talking a lot, it seems. We'll be just chatting. Nah, not chatting. Fault Milestone 2. Side above. There we go. And now we play the game, right? We just go and start it. H, how much would you say there's left to this game? Do you know? Wait, is it? It's not capturing. Just a second. There we go. It's been 10 years, but you don't expect there to be much more. Right. Yeah, because we were... here? These are the same, right? Basically, yeah. Okay, it's been a bit. Do you know what the key for the log is? Or can I just wait? I can scroll back up a little bit. Oh yeah, we were planting the sagiola, the herbs for them. Right. That's the last thing we did. So chapter 4, flies on the wall. So we're planting herbs for Soul's sister, right? That was the whole thing. I forget what her name is. But like for medication. As I wake up, I notice that Soul and Reagan are no longer in the room. Hmm? Ksh, ksh. What the heck is that sound? Mill isn't here either. Could they be... Ah, good morning, Rune. Oh, Mill, that's her name. You've already started? By the looks of it, Soul's rather impressive. I fully expected this to go well past noon, but at this rate we should be finished by mid-morning. You should have woken me up. Moving earth like this takes a lot of stamina, doesn't it? I told you, didn't I? We're going to work him to the bone. That aside, Zevitz, go and fetch some water from the river. Sol has some buckets over there. Oh, okay. If you go straight down the path, you'll end up at the river. Good luck. Got it. Mill, you sure get up pretty early. I just couldn't sleep last night. It's been quite a while since I've gotten up this early. Are you okay? Shouldn't you rest a little more? I'm fine. Soul's working so hard over there. I ought to at least give him some more moral support. Is that so? By the way, have you eaten breakfast yet? None of us have. Ah, I see. What? Don't tell me you're hungry. I sure am. I worked my butt off yesterday, so I'm absolutely starving. What a slovenly expression. Very well. Let's have breakfast once you come back. Oh, no, that's, ooh. So, we're having some breakfast when you finish. Just one last push. You better hurry up and get this over with. Oof, poor Soul. The orders are to push Soul with work to see what's really going on with his mental. True. Mill is acting like Madelity after a night on the sofa. What do you mean? Wait. But, I mean, she's all spry and healthy, right? Well, not healthy, but she's up and about. Does that, like... Is that how I am after the sofa, too? Just awake and aware? Because I do have to tell you that I did sleep on the sofa tonight as well. Again. You're always much better after sofa than bed? It's not true. Sometimes I'm better after sofa, sometimes I'm better after bed. It depends on how I feel at the time I go to either bed or sofa. It's hard to explain. Like, I have moods, I guess, and sometimes it's better if I go to bed, sometimes it's better if I lay on the sofa. And either way, I wake up well rested, usually. I don't know, like I can't quantify what makes it a good day to sleep on the sofa or a good day to sleep on the bed. I cannot quantify that. I just kind of know at this point when I should or shouldn't. Is that weird? It's kind of weird. So you can do it. Let's all have breakfast together. Ah, ah, ugh. Is this what they call the stick and carrot approach, Reagan? Oh, no need to exaggerate. People simply don't act unless they're made to. I would have liked for his own self-motivation to serve as an impetus, but we're pressed for time. If we're pressed for time, then why didn't you ask me to help out? And what's with that smirk on your face? You sure are nice, aren't you, Reagan? If you find enjoyment in teasing me, then go right ahead. But I will remember this. No, no, don't get too mad. Go and fetch some water already, why don't you? You're wasting our time here. Is it alright for you to be treating Rune like that? Like an errand girl? I'm asking her to do us a little favor. Where's the problem in that? You sure are pretty charismatic, aren't you? And what makes you say that? If you weren't, then I couldn't imagine Rune just letting you boss her around like that. Being charismatic isn't just something you can tack onto yourself. All I've done is furnished myself with the skills to survive, that's all. You just can't take a compliment, can you? Don't tell me. You're embarrassed? I simply didn't expect to be showered with praise from a snotty little brat like you. There you go again, trying to dodge the issue. More importantly, you're the one preparing breakfast, Mill. You'll have to get the food ready for all four of us. Do you have experience with cooking? Of course I can. I simply choose not to. Okay. You ought to be thankful I'm taking the time and effort to supervise all of you here. If you say so. She just likes bossing people around, you know. Oh, Jellyfish hasn't posted anything today. I wonder if something happened. Jellyfish? You know, the girl imprisoned in the accessory I was talking about yesterday? There are no jellyfish in the rivers around this area, you know? I think you just let that bit slide. It's certainly a strange name. Her updates have been getting pretty infrequent nowadays. Maybe something's up. Maybe she's run out of ideas. It's rare for writers to be able to produce a consistent amount of output each and every day. True. That's why writer's block is a thing. Is that so? But she's always been able to write before this, so I'm pretty concerned. Can't you get in touch with her yourself? Just go and say hello to her, why don't you? That is true. Judging by your reaction, it looks like there's a reason for you to hesitate. I'm only an observer. I don't really want to get involved with her world. It's like I'm going to get sucked into it. So it's fine. I'll just remain on the sidelines. Well, her cellmate might have something to do with it. True. Also, who is this guy? What was that sound just now? Who are you? You. That's right, you. We made eye contact, yes? Don't say you didn't hear me. Answer me. Who are you? What is this? Just, what are you trying to do here? And just why should we have to explain anything to the likes of you? How about you tell us who you are? I'm from the Pharma Guild. The guild? I don't care. Get lost. You're in the way of our work. You can't just not care. What are you trying to cultivate here? It's none of your business. I'll say it again. Be gone. No, you know that's not going to work. You need specific agricultural licenses for what you're cultivating. Do you have the proper license? Do you have a license for that? God. Do you have a license for that? I don't think I do, but Fanta, hello. Good morning. Boing boing. Or good afternoon, really. Got a permit for those buds? Exactly. Do you have the proper license for all this? These plants aren't for commercial use. It will be for personal consumption as medicine. Don't tell me you're still planning to stick your nose into this. It doesn't matter. Rules are rules. And those who don't follow the rules will be dealt with accordingly. No buts. He's lying. That's just stuff people from the guild say. They have no real authority with things like this. Whatever he says is nothing but lies. I know that. What? I'll ask again, what are you trying to plant here? And likewise, I say again, get out, you scumbag. Nice. Nice retort. Phew. It's so cool and refreshing. So there was a river here, huh? There's a river just a ways away from Sol and Mill's house. The water's so clean. It's as if you could drink right out of it. I thought this place was pretty out in the sticks, but there's a certain serenity to it all, too. Oh? Wait, this guy. I guess you saw him move over to Sol's house? Who is that, I wonder? Oh, no, he was coming back. Okay, he was coming from. He looked incredibly terrified running away, though. Oh, wait. The direction he came from. Sol and the others. Didn't tell me. So did they end up rescuing Risa or whatever her name is? It's Fratona, as H said. But no, not yet. I don't know if they're actually going... I mean, rescue is also a bit of a difficult term, because right now she's basically only alive because she's in the room that she is in. Because there's like a life magic keeping her alive and able to regenerate, like able to function and slowly heal. If she leaves the room, then I think she just dies, or at least, yeah. So it will take a while before she can just walk around again, I think. Reagan, Mill, are you alright? Rune. Zevitz, you ran into that man as well. No, he just passed me by on the way back. On my way back. It seemed like he didn't even notice me. Did something happen? The last you saw, they were trying to gain access to the hospital in the underwater city because they think a doctor had kidnapped her. Right. There was a bit after that too, where we talked to the doctor, and I think we discussed him coming with us to give her medication and stuff like that when she is able to get out of there. Like when she's healthy enough. He would come with us in return for being able to get back into the city that we came from. Rooks and Hyde. Like he wants to go back there, but he's technically in exile. Well, no, yeah. So, in return for his services, we are like, okay, we'll bring you back to the city. Yeah, he's not an enemy. Not necessarily. He actually did try to help. The main reason that Ritona was in such a bad spot was just because of her overuse of magic when she was already drained. So she basically used too much magic and almost killed herself in the process. Wait, guild? The Pharma Guild, short for the Viscanta Pharmacists Guild. It's a group that all the pharmacists in Viscanta are members of. So it's not a government agency. Not at all. It's a private organization. The guild creates rules on their own and manipulate the flow of medicines within the country. And if you don't do as they say, then they won't sell you anymore. I've heard stories about pharmacists who have been kicked out of the country because they refused to join the guild too. Well, there's really no end to the string of bad rumors I've heard about them. That's practically a syndicate, isn't it? Just what is this country's government even doing? The guild probably has so much influence that the government is powerless to do anything. How did they find out about this though? Maybe it was when we were moving the soil. Might have triggered some kind of alarm in their surveillance. What do we do now? What about planting the Sagiola? I mean, it's gonna be pretty dangerous for us to push through with the planting, right? What now? Let's just stop. With all that's happened, there's nothing we can do now. Oh, Sol, don't give up. Is there really nothing we can do? If we go against the Farmer Guild, we'll be the ones on the losing end. Mel, I'm sure you understand, right? But this is unfair, Sol. That's pretty unlike you, Mil. Everything's been unfair to us ever since we were born. Why bother only pointing it out now? Well, that's true. What gain is there in going up against someone you can't even hope to beat? This was all nothing but a pipe dream. Don't worry, I'll just need to make even more money. Even though this whole Sagiola thing didn't work out, I can just sell all this soil. That'll last us a while. No way. But what kind of nonsense are you spouting off now? We're planting these damn things. What? This entire situation is preposterous. You have no need to give in into his demands. But Rune, or Reagan, what if people from the guild come back here in full force? It's not like we can stay here with them the entire time, you know? I have a plan. Mill, those bibliotransmissions of yours allow you to communicate with a large number of people, yes? Yes, well, there are pages that have a lot of people who visit. From today onwards, start writing in those, using your real name. Write down every single detail about your situation, truthfully. Huh? What? But what good is that going to do? That's up to the people in this country. As long as the people of this country actually take notice, then it ought to spread by itself. And what good would that do? We give them our side of the story. That you're all through with living under their damned rules. With how vigilante the Pharma Guild has been acting, there must be a good deal of people who are more than fed up with that bunch. Wait just a minute here. What good is that going to do? That's just going to add even more unnecessary friction between the two sides. You know that, right? Unnecessary? We're telling those bullies to stop taking advantage of these people. What's wrong with that? Getting cold feet, Sevitz? Even a child knows that if you leave them be, they'll only exploit the people even more. The things that can be accomplished by a mere one or two are few. That is why we begin with assembling as many allies as we can. Mill, this is why you need to write this all down. Be precise, but also keep in mind that you're trying to stir something up. Pour your soul into this. But that's practically just going, hey guys, we're here, to everyone in the syndicate. And not just that, if Mill and Soul actually do end up getting famous, some really weird folks might start showing up here, you know? That's why I said we didn't have to do all this. All I have to do is just work every day. I just need to make money, that's all. But they've been hiking the prices up, haven't they? This is just too much for me to watch, Soul. If only there were even riskier jobs. Way better than trying to pick a fight with the guild, at least. Come on, Soul, please, don't. You always end up sacrificing yourself. Ill. Put yourself in my shoes for once. Have you even ever considered what it's like having to depend on your older brother for everything? Completely powerless? We can't help that, Mill. There isn't a thing we can do given the situation. It'll be fine. We've been able to keep going until now. I'm sure things will work themselves out. No. No. Please, Soul, think. There has to be something else we can do, right? There isn't, Mill. If there was, I would have thought of it ages ago and already done something about it. Why are you always like this, Soul? Doesn't it frustrate you? Our lives, our very existences are on the line here. I just have to make more money for you, Mill. Yeah, no, she's mad. Soul, Mill. Why all this bewilderment, you two? It seems like you both are making a huge misunderstanding here. Misunderstanding? There was never an option for you to just suffer under this injustice. Give up on giving up. It will be easier that way. If you're suffering, then fight. If it's frustrating, then retaliate. That's all there is to it. Listen and listen well. The way things are going, the two of you have no future. With no one who cares about you, the best that could happen is that you either get exiled from Viscanta or you die, sprawled out on a field somewhere. This kind of injustice cannot, must not be overlooked. Do you understand? Alone, you're but a mere speck. Just like the mana that covers this entire planet. You couldn't even hope to accomplish anything with a tiny fragment of it. But it can serve as the spark that can let you bless a much larger craft. Just like people, there is synergy in linking up with others. So fight, struggle, show everyone in this country how pathetic you are. Fan their flames of anger, gain their pity, their sympathy, and become one with them. From the beginning of time, this is how humanity has been able to make the impossible possible. Such injustice has only been overcome through the joining of a great many. This is simply our nature. So, let's do it. Huh? But it's just as Reagan said. Mill, do you think that the Farmer Guild is going to take this sitting down? They might not just stop at getting rid of the field, they might even go straight for us. Then what are we supposed to do? So, you do nothing but work every day. Like a zombie. I just can't stand to see it anymore. I can't stand to see you struggling so desperately, all because of me. But tell me, why? Why am I even alive? Think about how I feel, Sol. If I can't even do anything to help you, then I have no right to refuse everything that you do for me. I'm just so utterly, completely, absolutely worthless. I'm always just taking and taking because I can't step in. No, because I didn't step in. Because I didn't have the courage to. Mel. But we're helpless. With just us two, there's nothing we can... We have limits. That's exactly why. If we can't do anything on our own, then we just ask for their help. But... Reagan, please. This is so pathetic of me, but please, please guide us. Guide us all the way to the end. Tell us what we need to do. Just give us the word and we'll do everything we can, so please. Mill. Just how many times do I have to say this? What? Like I've said, you have no choice in the matter. Even if you didn't grovel before me, I would have done so anyway. Ah. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's not right. There is a choice. They can give up on the field and live as they always have. No matter how difficult their lives will be, logically it isn't the wrong choice. But the power to best that kind of logic. Well, Sol, what say you? That's Queen Reagan's. I'll get back to working the field. Charisma. Yeah, she just was like, nope, there's no other choice. This is the choice. But to be fair, like, it is the better choice. Because otherwise, as she said, they would just continue suffering every single day. At least in this scenario, either, yes, it could get worse, right? But how much worse can it really get? They're already like at rock bottom. And instead, this gives them the opportunity to maybe crawl back and get a better life in the end. It only makes sense logically to try to fight back. Good day, everyone. My name is Mil Harthager, 12 years old. I'm currently living on the outskirts of Port Sassari with my twin brother. But I have this sickness called the invisible noose, leaving me 2 years left to live. To cure my disease, I have to make sure I take this medicine called Sagiola every day. If I don't, then my condition will worsen very quickly, and I'll probably die. However, Sagiola is an incredibly expensive medicine, and my brother has to spend every little bit of what he earns to buy it. And despite that, the pharmacist told us that he was going to be raising the price. We're at a complete loss right now. We don't know how to maintain our way of life. My condition will continue to worsen if I don't take the medicine, but I just cannot put any more strain on my brother. One day, some travelers showed us how to grow our own Sagiola. Right now, my brother is trying Right now, my brother is trying his hardest to prepare a place to grow it. But, as I'm sure you all know, all of the medicine in this country is under the control of the country's pharmacist guild. Just earlier, someone from the guild gave us a warning. If you don't stop trying to cultivate those plants, I'll be back with others from the guild. After being told that, we considered stopping, but we have no choice left. I don't want to die a meaningless death. I'm sick of being toyed with by rules that people arbitrarily came up with and aren't even law. I write this not to ask for anyone's help, nor for anyone's sympathy. I simply want to leave a record of all that has happened. We have resolved to stand our ground and fight. Whether that is right or not, I cannot say. We simply, desperately, want to live. I don't have a very long life, but I want to live what's left of it to the fullest. To everyone reading this, please continue to watch over us. Mil Harthager. Alright, this will do. Since Sol started working the field early in the morning, it was already ready by noon. Take a break, Sol. You'll be learning agricraft for the rest of the day. Yeah. As long as we follow Reagan's orders to the letter, everything will go well. She's a strong, charismatic leader. Well, I've had my share of experiences with one of those. But I've got this uneasy feeling in my gut. Reagan, do you have a moment? What? Could you maybe let me in on your plans? Or rather, what you're thinking right now? I mean, we're leaving this town in 2 days. What do you plan to get done in that amount of time? Haven't I already said it? This will become a spark. Once the citizens band together, the country itself will have to react. We need to truly open their eyes here. Including today, we have a full 3 days. It's just barely enough to teach people the importance of how to ask for help. Even if nothing happens at all while we're here? Because there's no way we'll be able to see any results within this time frame. We can get some Sagiola buds to sprout. If we succeed, then that will lead to a huge boost in their morale. Why all this pessimism? I don't understand what's causing all this anxiety. What if Sol and Mel get into huge trouble because of all our meddling? You won't grow if you're constantly afraid of failure. This isn't like you, Zavitz. You said, I want to see the world outside. You shouldn't be getting cold feet when you're this intrigued about the world around you. What are you hiding? Going out to the wide open world has always been on my mind. So Reagan, I think we're going to meet all sorts of people from all over the world. There'll definitely be people from developing countries too. And of course their mindset, their mentality would be different. Their sense of values too. So even if all sorts of wrongdoings are being committed, do we have any right to really voice our opinions there? What? Just how far can we really meddle in their affairs? I've been worried that by reaching out to help, we may be changing all sorts of things that really shouldn't be changed. If we were to, say, become the rulers of that territory, then it wouldn't be a problem. That way we truly assume responsibility. But no matter how much we try to affect change, we won't be able to stay in that place. So you're saying we need to adhere to the rules of contact, yes? Yes. I think that's something very important, not only for us, but for whomever we meet. I'll keep that in mind. Interesting. I mean, telling these people that the way they're living is, is bad for them, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I know that, like, you don't have the responsibility for them, but that doesn't mean you can't teach them things, Teach them how to stand up for themselves. How can that ever be a bad thing? Not really. I mean, at least as long as you do it in like a constructive way that also teaches them the dangers of it. But if they're already aware of the dangers, then telling them like this is a way to improve your situation does not like... I don't know. I don't think that warrants much of doubt there. They're peasants, they deserve to suffer, it's what they were taught and said so themselves, why change it? Oof, yeah. Oof. After a light lunch, Reagan begins to teach Saul about agricraft. Is agricraft hard? We're only going to be controlling the temperature over an area this small. With practice, anyone can do it. By the way, Saul, do you have a particular attribute of mana you specialize in? An attribute that I specialize in? The kind of mana you find easiest to manipulate. I never really thought about it. Though I usually use pyro. Zavitz, get the sediment stone from the bag on the table. Hand it to him. The class 1 pyro sediment. Eh? I can't exactly tell which sediment is with what attribute just by looking. It should be the largest one of the bunch. Hurry up. Yes, ma'am. Let's see, is it this one? I hand the largest sediment stone from the bag over to Reagan. Look, Sol. Regan speaks to Sol as she holds the sediment, pinched between her index finger and thumb. Fire! Whoosh. There's a flame coming out of the tip of the sediment stone. It looks just like a lighter. Can you ignite a flame like this? Yeah, I think I can. You can? Huh, is it that much of a surprise? Don't pay Zevitz any heed. She knows nothing about Manacraft. Well, I mean, true, but still. It feels kind of rude. Focus here. Can you do more precise manipulation like this? Oh. The strength of the fire is increasing and decreasing. You can even make the flame grow larger or smaller? It really is just like a lighter. Oh wait, I don't think they really get what a lighter is anyway. Yeah. What? Is that so? Show me then. Give me the smallest flame you can manage. Okay. Fidget, fidget. Whoosh. Ooh. Sol used the sediment handed to him and started a fire around the same side as Reagan's original one. Wow, it really is possible. It sure is convenient. It'd be nice if I could do that too. Not that I ever could, though. Very well. Now slowly increase the intensity. Oh my god. Big fire. Wow. Just about anyone can do this, right? Just about anyone can do that? Seriously? No way. That's awesome. Everyone from the inner pole is awesome. Not just anyone can do this. Precise manipulation of this level is a fairly advanced technique. This is definitely thanks to the Ophia. Your sense of controlling mana is quite remarkable. Is it really that big of a deal? This underestimation is a good thing. You may be able to learn much faster than I'd anticipated. Off to the field, Sol. To the fields. Get to work. We're starting. The children, they crave for the fields, right? Sol? Are you okay? Hey, Savitz, don't talk to him. You'll break his concentration. Sorry, but he's sweating bullets. The sediment stones we bought from the town were placed on the field: Pyro, Aqua, Terra, and Aero. One on each corner. According to Regan, Terra was to prepare the soil around the field, Pyro and Aero to control the temperature, and Aqua to control the moisture level, or so she says. I didn't know it'd be this tough. That's because you've never had to use craft that also requires stamina. Being able to sustain output, I would say that is where 90% of the difficulty lies in this task. Having to shift all 4 kinds of mana is damn hard. This is the marker. Regan takes out a strangely shaped sediment stone, fastened to a rod, and sticks it into the field. It's a sediment I've tuned to respond to the right temperature for growing Sagiola. Once the sediment at the end of this rod grows yellow, it's the right temperature. If it glows red, it's too hot. Too cold and it won't glow, like right now. For now, focus on getting it to red. Increase the temperature as best you can. Yeah, got it. All we need to do for now is to focus on your specialty, Pyro. Understood? Raise the temperature, slowly but surely. I'll try. One more thing. You see those sediment stones at the corners, yes? Think of those as nothing but crutches. In the end, you will need to be able to maintain the temperature without their help. Why? It's really hard to keep this up, even with the sediment. Once they run out, can't we just replace them? If it were some other vegetation that didn't need such precise temperature levels, then a fairly slapdash setup would have sufficed. But Sagiola dies very quickly if the temperature goes down, even by just a hair. It seems there have even been cases where a slight drop in temperature killed off an entire crop overnight. Rather than relying on some sediment that could run dry at any moment, it's far better to control the environment by shifting mana yourself. Wait a minute here. I've been wondering this entire time. Does that mean I'll have to be here, maintaining the temperature the entire time? That's going to be a huge problem, you know? Just think of agricraft as changing the behavior of mana for a certain area. Only humans can commit mana. Once you commit the flow of mana in this area to allow for temperatures where you can raise Sagiola, the flow of mana won't revert back anytime soon. After the initial commits, all you have to do is make minor adjustments to any improperly flowing mana. With that done, then you ought to be able to raise Sagiola on your own, without any tools. This might be a lot tougher than I thought. Just concentrate. With your level of mana manipulation, you ought to be able to get that sediment in the middle glowing red in a few hours. Get rid of any thoughts of fine-tuning. Focus only on raising the temperature. Okay, I'll try. I think a lot of people assume that anyone living in a different situation or culture to their own is either better off or worse off, rather than taking into consideration their perspective that if they are happy, content, and are healthy relative to their situation, then we have no cause to judge or intervene. Right, but we saw that they weren't happy though. Right? So in this case, right, they told us they weren't happy, we gave them an option to change. And if they then take that option, that's their choice, right? Well, in this case, Selphine was very, like, adamant that they take the choice, but still, you know. They could have still not done it. In the end, they knew it was the right choice, though. Matt's dialogue makes brain go brr. Does it? I'm glad you like it. In any case, Manacraft is pretty amazing, isn't it? I can't say I understand your sentiment. Though, you do need to have some talent for it. This much is normal. This isn't normal at all for someone from the outer pole. It's pretty cool, almost like magic. Hey, that's practically blasphemy. Don't lump this together with mere party tricks. Huh? Blasphemy? What do you mean? Haven't you heard of Rebellia? Yeah, because they always use Manacraft, right? Instead of just magic. So, I guess magic is like a term that they're like, no, it's not magic, it's Manacraft. It's way better than magic. Phoebe, what's that? This world was created by the 4 great gods, Pyro, Aqua, Terra, and Aero. Rebellia is the name of the 5th god, the one that granted us human life. Or us humans life. That's why none of the 4 types of mana, Pyro, Aqua, Terra, and Aero, are suitable for us. What runs through us is what you'd call purified mana. Manacraft is like a contract, or promise, for invoking a miracle to do good. One gives us a small part of their life to borrow the life energy of this planet. You pray in order to be bestowed with their divine blessing, hence the moment of executing craft is called the bless. This isn't something to be compared with some illusory sleight of hand. Oh my, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I had no idea Manacraft had such a deep meaning behind it. Everyone was using it so nonchalantly, so I thought it was something much more informal. Complacency leads to negligence of the importance and gratitude of these things, a truly deplorable state of affairs. Still, I think it's really amazing. I don't really understand the sensation of shifting mana, so I can't even imagine how it all works. Putting that aside, Zevitz, go ahead and prepare dinner with Mil. Eh? Learning new Manacraft requires both concentration and stamina. If Sol doesn't eat well, then he'll run out of sustenance halfway through. Alright, I'll go and get Mil. Yeah, food. Food important. Uh-oh. Mel. Mel. She's collapsed. Mel, are you okay? Uh, uh, Regan, Sol, quick. Mel's... What? Mel? Sorry. Mel, are you alright? I wonder what happened. Even though I've been feeling fine these days. It must be anxiety. You need to rest. All you need to do is maintain your condition. I'm sorry for making you all worry. Sol, leave her to Zevitz. Put your mind to Agricraft. But... Get out. If you're that concerned over your sister, then hurry up and get to planting the medicine. Zevitz, watch over her well. Yes, ma'am. Leave her to me, Sol. I'll take real good care of her. If something happens, I'll let you know right away, so please just focus on the field for now. Fine. I got it. Yeah, just don't worry about your sister possibly dying. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, how about a little more finesse with the mana? One wrong move and it could all explode. If you can't control it, then pull back. Stop shifting first and collect yourself. Yeah. Easier said than done. It's not perfect, but the soil is getting warmer. Just a little more. Okay. Phew. That's right. Relax. Relax and... Is this... right? I think I've got it. It's stabilized now. All at once, huh? So, look at the sediment in the middle. It turned red. Hold back on the pyro now and introduce some arrow. Are you familiar with the concept of synergy? How combining mana makes it worth more than the sum of its parts, right? Yeah. Right now you are using 10 units of pyro mana, simply as 10 units. Doing so will not only tire you out, but is also highly inefficient. Instead, combining 1 unit of pyro with 1 unit of arrow will give you 4 units of pyro's worth of output. That is synergy. The only way to truly understand the right ratio is to rely on your intuition. Arrow is the hardest mana for me to work with, though. If you can't handle that, then you'll be exhausted long before night falls. Just so you know, once the sediment turns yellow, you need to keep it that way for 10 to 12 hours. 10 hours? Being able to synergize is indispensable in achieving that. Once you've gotten used to it, I'll be taking the sediment stones out one by one. You have until sundown to familiarize yourself with it. Oh my god. Just like, yeah, do it perfectly within the day. And then, yeah, just keep doing this. It's fine. Just, you have one day, sir. Chop chop. Don't say it like it's so easy. This is really tough. Here, Mel, some water. I feel so hot. Let me soak a towel for you. Sorry, but there's a small bag behind over there. My medicine. Huh? Got it. There was a brown pouch with some medicine in powdered form by where Mill pointed. So this is Sagiola? Doesn't look like anything but dark brown powder to me, though. Thank you. Mill goes to sleep almost immediately after drinking the medicine. That was fast. She must have been in a lot of pain. No. Bzz, bzz. Ring ring. That sound. The transceiver. That That must be Ratona. Yes, this is Rune. Over. Ratona? Ratona, can you hear me? This is Rune. Please respond. I am alive. I repeat, I am alive. Ratona. I hear you, Ratona. Can you hear me? Hear you, Rune. Are you okay? You're still within range of this device, thank goodness. Of course. And we're fine. How about you, Ratona? Are you alright there? Any injuries? Oh, wait just a minute. Reagan! Reagan! It's Ratona. We have contact from Ratona. What? What? Queen Reagan, you say? What's going on, Rune? Is Selphine... Is she experiencing Emperor Syndrome? It's a long story. When you disappeared and Sally couldn't find anything in her search, she started to meditate. I think she was asking for help from Reagan's conscious. Damn, this isn't good. An episode of Emperor Syndrome this prolonged is unprecedented. Selphine's own consciousness may no longer even exist. Huh? No. No way. Sally's consciousness doesn't exist anymore? Having an episode of Emperor Syndrome lost for days really was a bad idea. Yeah. Was it? Gee, maybe, yeah. Not days. What are you talking about? What? What's all this fuss now? Reagan! Princess, are you there? Princess? Rainvasta? You're alive, I see. Why? Why did you have to rely on Emperor Syndrome, Princess? That puts your sense of self in danger. You know that best, don't you? Rainvasta, tell me. What kind of phenomenon is Emperor Syndrome? It's a phenomenon that's set to protect and uphold the passed down. Indeed. Upholding the passed down ritual and maintaining my, Selphine's, consciousness for the great kingdom of Ruxenheid, which is more important. Don't mix in your personal feelings into this. You're the one at fault for suddenly disappearing like that. Yeah, you're at fault for nearly dying. Ugh, how dare you. You have no right to tell me off on this. But then... Oh no, the connection. Oh yes, before the connection gets cut, I have one more warning. What? A warning? Alright, calm down. Listen, you two. Rupika Greyes is not to be trusted. Eh? What? Do you mean that he's up to no good? His promise of releasing me from the Vita domain 4 days from now has been nothing but a complete lie. You mustn't take heed of anything else he says. Huh? Has been a lie? Wait a minute. Ratona, what are you... This doesn't exactly make sense. Watch out. That man. He's planning something. Wait, has time passed differently for her? Because she thought it's... She was surprised that it was days. Right? Has it been like weeks or more for her? Because now she's like, oh, in 4 days has been a lie, right? But it's not been 4 days for us yet. So does time pass differently in the Vita domain? Probably. What are you talking about, Rainvasta? It hasn't even been 4 days since then. What? Why are you so agitated? Have you lost your mind? No, I've been imprisoned here for... over 2 weeks now, haven't I? What? 2 weeks? Yeah. The deadline for Rubica's promise is long past. Maybe you have the dates wrong? Retona, what do you... It is not. We only just met Grace 2 days ago. Nowhere near the deadline for your promised release. Retona. That can't be. Yeah, Retona, are you alright? Your voice... No, everything about you feels completely off. I see. Must be this transceiver. Hmm? Oh, that's not it. Who are you people? Where have you taken Selphine and Rune? It's no use. Something's definitely going wrong here. Retona, calm down, please. It's us. We're the real Selphine and Rune. Rubica, you bastard. What have you done with those two? Crash. Uh-oh. The transceiver. It just made a crashing sound. She probably threw it on the ground. Oh no. 07 transceiver. Rain Vasta, compose yourself. Answer us. Yeah, the connection is broken. What just happened? Savitz, go back to nursing mill. We're not going to do anything? Are you sure? Retona's clearly... Damn. What should we do? Maybe we should go right there right now and... Must I explain? There's absolutely nothing we can do about this right now. But at the very least, from our perspective, Greyos has yet to go back on his word. Perplexing as the situation is, we have nothing to do but focus on the Sagiola. I'll get in touch with Greyos later on. Retona, I know there's nothing we can do for her right now, but still... No use worrying about it. There's nothing we can do. What happened with Retona, I wonder? She's right. We can't do anything, but... There's no way I wouldn't worry. Mil, are you feeling okay? The medicine seems to be working now. Sorry for worrying you like that. Oh, is it alright for you to be moving around like that? Yes, I'm fine. Once the medicine kicks in, I feel much better. I can't even do simple household chores given that my condition can worsen so easily, but... Is there anything I can do to help? If you need anything at all, feel free to ask. I need to start getting dinner ready. Ah, that's right, if we don't make dinner soon, it'll be soul killing over next. I can at least bring out all the ingredients. Do you have experience with cooking? Well, I've never had a chance to cook at all, so... I don't really have a sense of taste either. Even if you taught me how to cook, I probably couldn't make anything particularly decent. You can't taste anything? It's kind of complicated. We've both got it tough, huh? Well, we've got it tough, but in varying degrees. Yeah, there is kind of a difference between not having a sense of taste and almost dying every day. You know, there's a little bit of a difference there. But, you know. Alright then. Just give me a few more moments and I'll be well enough to go to the kitchen. I'll leave the prep work to you. Okay. How embarrassing of me. I guess I should at least ask Mil to show me the basics. You're right, not being able to taste pizza is so much worse than death. It's true. You're right. I can't even imagine not having the taste of pizza. Shaking my head. What is this, Mil? That's a kind of fish paste called relish. Relish? Relish? I don't know. It's a seasoning made from fish internals, cured in salt and then ground to a paste. Wow, you use every part of the fish, huh? Visconta has a booming fishing industry, as you've seen, so fish are relatively cheap. Still, we are pretty poor, so we can't afford to waste anything. That's commendable. You're still so young, but you're already taking all of that into consideration. Back home, that thought wouldn't even have crossed my mind. All I had to do for food was wait. No, not at all. We don't have any money, so we just have to make do with what we have. It just comes naturally when you have this kind of lifestyle. Oh, it's such a grave matter, but she says it so matter-of-factly. Say, Mel, do you mind teaching me how to cook all sorts of things? Sol must be starving, so I want to cook him up a lot of really good food. I'll be helping you out as much as I can. Sure. Why don't we push ourselves a little here? Oh, don't push yourself too much, Mel. I can take care of any tiring stuff, so don't be afraid to have me do all the heavy lifting. You look like you're having so much fun. I might as well, right? If I act all gloomy, then they'll just bring everyone else's spirits down. Besides, I'm really looking forward to having you teach me how to cook. Alright then. I'll take you up when you're off, Haroon. Could you go and get the ingredients ready? Of course. Leave it to me. Just sit back and relax till I get back. Yay. As I return from picking an assortment of wild plants in the vicinity of the house, I see that Mill's gone into cooking mode. Oh my, you're already up and about. Yes, the Sagiola seems to have been quite effective, so I'll be fine for some time. That's good to know, just don't force yourself, alright? I won't. I'll be relying on you for all the tiring work. Mill flashes me a gentle smile. She really is just 12 years old. How determined, strong-willed. I really should learn a thing or two from her. Alright, so I'm thinking of making some curry. Curry? Is this just like curry but different? Curry. From some seasonal ingredients and the catch of the day. Okay. Curry is kind of like a soup. Most people have it on top of some beans called pizza. Close to pizza, but not quite. Close to pizza. It's one letter off. It's highly nutritious and one of the signature dishes of Visconta. Sol absolutely loves it. If you make different variations of the dish using ingredients for each season, you could practically have this all year round. It is like pizza. It is basically pizza, right? You could just have different variations of pizza with different toppings and just have it all year round. It's the same thing, right? Wow, I'm so excited. I want to help you out as much as I can. Just say the word. First, we need some fish stock as a base for the soup. I'm aiming for a fairly thick soup, so we need a pretty rich stock. I see, I see. So by stock, she means something like a broth, I guess. Okay, Rune. First off, please chop up these vegetables. Are you not familiar with the different cuts for cooking? I think if you show me how to do it, I can manage somehow. Okay, although I don't think it's something you can just learn on the spot. You don't know Rune then. Mill cuts up the white bulbous looking vegetable faster than the naked eye can track. So fast. That's right, I can just use this. 500 frames per second. Now I can see it. That's how you do it. Can I try it? Sure, why not? Like this, right? Copying Mill's own movements, I slice up the vegetable like she did. Tap, 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 tap. Mill's just like, what the fuck? Never cooked before, instantly like a professional chef, like cutting like exact slices probably as well. Like a machine. Eh, it's a pretty rough job compared to yours, Mill. Okay, maybe not. Rune, you've really never cooked before. You must be joking, right? Are you teasing me? I'm just really good at machine-like movements and stuff. Oh, right. You have some inhuman visual tracking ability, don't you? Again, I'm reminded of how amazing you are. Exactly the same line as before. But this time she probably doesn't see me as some kind of monster, so I'm a bit happy. Thank goodness. It looks like I can pass on a lot of work to you. Yay. Huh. Oh, don't chop that. Just slice it. Oh, yeah. Oh, please, slice these. Yo. What are the sounds? Oh no, if you mince it up this finely, then the cooking times are going to be all over the place. Are... Phew. Well, it all worked out somehow. I guess even I can copy the basic... Even if I can copy the basic actions, it'll still turn out terrible since I don't really understand the entire process of cooking the dish. Good work. That was a fantastic job for your first time cooking. Thanks. By the way, Mel, are we just going to leave the bones in the pot there? Yes, we leave it simmering for about 3 hours. 3 whole hours? I'd like to try some other stuff, but any longer and it turns bitter. Any less and you won't really extract the flavor. And what are those purple looking bead things? Those are the petsa beans. If you blanch them in salt water, they lose their flavor. Boil them and the doneness is inconsistent. Oh. Just where did she pick up all this knowledge, I wonder? Do you love cooking, Mill? Well, let me think. If I had to classify it as something I liked or hated, then I guess it would fall under I like. Honestly though, I've never really given it any thought. Cooking's pretty interesting, isn't it? Is it? There are so many steps. You put in a lot of time to make the food delicious, and the effort you pour into it is embodied in the form of the food's flavor. I think it's just wonderful. You're making such a big deal out of this. No, not at all. I'm inspired to learn about all kinds of cooking now. I can teach you a few things if you'd like. It's just such a shame that I can't taste anything. Oh yeah, what if they update me with a function to taste food? Once I can get in touch with Albus and the others, I ought to ask about that. Yeah, that would be great. That would be very nice. Instead of it just being like, yep, I'm eating a thing. Yep. This is food. Then at least you can be like, oh, this is good. Though it would also, you know, make you taste the bad in the food, I would think. So all that's left is to leave the simmering? Yes, we won't have to do anything except add some finishing touches at the end. Well then, I guess it's about time we checked up on Sol. Excellent, Sol. No, I can't. I need a break. Fine. You've produced enough results worthy of a break. It turned yellow. You did it. It has only been a few short hours since we began as well. You've actually got quite the knack for this, Sol. Phew. So thirsty. Tea, everyone? I've made a fruit compote dip with the fruits that Rune picked. Please try the dip with these chips. Oh. A fruit dip. Very nice. My, how considerate. It looks so pretty, doesn't it? Mil's so good at cooking, like super awesome, and the food is just awesome too. Is your vocabulary limited to that one word? I was just so awestruck as I watched her zooming around the kitchen as she cooked. Shall we have a break then? Is it me or is Soul working so hard he may as well just do regular farm work instead? Well, the thing is, this can't be done with regular farm work because they're actually raising the temperature to a place that it shouldn't normally be. It's basically him creating a greenhouse without there being a greenhouse. Like he's raising the temperature in that area using magic. Otherwise the Sagiola won't grow because it requires specific like conditions. It would be fine if it would be done if it could be done with regular farm work, but it can't. So he has to do this. Which is also why the Sagiola is so expensive in the first place. Because they have to import it. Why not just make a regular greenhouse? Because they're poor. They don't have the like they don't have the materials, the glass, I don't know how expensive that would be. And also it's only requiring a lot of effort right now to maintain it, or to set it up. To maintain it will be a lot less problematic. It's really just he has to get used to this, and then that's it. But I mean, considering, like, if they were to make a greenhouse, they'd probably also work all day, and he'd also be tired, right? This is just a magical solution to it that also results in the same thing. But probably costs less as well. And is more consistent. Because apparently if the temperature goes too high, that's also a problem. So a greenhouse wouldn't be able to maintain that properly. Probably. I don't know. You'd need like a proper air conditioning system. At least that's how they explained it, but you know, maybe there's options there that aren't magic related. This is just how this world works. Really? It's alright for me to step back? It's not going to revert back, is it? As long as the surrounding sediment doesn't suddenly run out, it will be fine. Okay. I'll pull out the sediment later on. We're going to get serious after this, so build up your stamina. Alright. Good work out there, Sol. What about you, Mil? Are you feeling well? Yes, I've taken a fair amount of medicine today. If I fail, and we can't grow our own Sagiola, don't look so glum, Sol. That's right, Sol. There's no point in losing confidence at this stage. It'll be alright. I believe you can do it, Sol. Yeah, you've got this. After that, Sol succeeded at maintaining the agrocraft without help from the sediment stones. It was quite unstable at first, but as day turned to night, his temperature control stabilized. Reagan says he's a little brat who only gets better and better the more polish you put into him. Yeah, okay. But Sol himself doesn't look that happy with what he's accomplished. Ever since we met him, he hasn't been the type to easily show his emotions. That's the case even now. I just can't get... I just can't seem to get a grasp of what he's thinking, and that worries me. Yeah, Sol is a bit strange, because they're accomplishing something amazing. And yet he can't even feel happy about it. Probably, I think it's because he's worried, right? About everything that might happen. He's just stressed. Wow, this has such high energy content. Ah, that's the oil extracted from Libro seeds. It has a very rich aroma, and it tastes great. It really sucks that I can't taste anything. Still, it feels like you could definitely get your energy back after drinking this. Not only is it nutritious, but it can also supply a lot of energy. I see. Fundamentally, oil does have a high caloric content. Mm. Rune, could you pass me the relish from earlier? Ah, the fish paste, right? Got it. I passed the relish in the small jar to Mill. Just putting a little bit of this in really brings out the aroma. Are we finished now? We finished all the preparations. All we have to do is let this simmer until dinner time. Wow. I'm so excited for dinner. Thanks for the help, Rune. Oh, quite a wonderful aroma here. Reagan. How's Saul? He's concentrating on the agricraft. I don't have to be there to supervise. It's been over 6 hours since his temperature stabilized, so I've had him plant seeds and water the field. If all goes well, then we should see some buds sprouting by tomorrow. Wait. Should he really be doing that by himself? While still maintaining control of this stuff? Like... I know that she said work on your stamina, but still, jeez. Working the guy to the bone. She said it stabilized 6 hours ago. Yeah, okay, I guess he doesn't have to, like... But still, he might... Oh, God. I don't know, he must have been really tired after that whole thing, right? Maybe some adjustments here and there, and then... planting the seeds. I guess... Yeah. I guess he could have rested enough to do it, but it still feels weird to have him do all of it. And then Sophine is just like, yep, good job, boy. Not even lifting a finger. Really? Ironically, had it not been for that Ophia liked P2P, he probably would not have been able to learn all this agricraft that quickly. Do be thankful for your brother, Sophie. Do be thankful for your brother, Mill. He's out there shaving off his own life to keep yours afloat. So... Tears began to well up in the corners of Mill's eyes. I will. He thought he had to learn it himself by doing it. Oh, the magic, yeah, but planting the seeds... Like, I'm sure he knows how to plant seeds. And again, it's more that he's doing it by himself. Not that he's doing it in the first place, but more that no one is helping him with the planting of the seeds itself as well. Like, the magic is stabilized. Anyone could help him plant the seeds. But no one is doing it. He just has to do it himself. That's more what I'm saying, is that they're just like, yep, he's doing great, that boy right there. He's doing all the work. We're just letting Soul do everything. Like, we did some cooking and stuff, yeah, but at the same time, Sophine has just only been commanding him and watching. Make Rune do it, will be done in seconds? Probably, yeah. Mill replies softly as she begins to stir the pot. From then on, Mill didn't once look back at us until dinner time. By the way, have you finished writing, Mill? Yes, basically. Any responses so far? I'm not sure. I haven't really checked back on it. Why are you so nervous? No, well, it's my very first time, so I'm still unsure. You said it was a faceless exchange of messages through a book. It ought to be the easiest way to convey your thoughts, since you can take your time as you write. Still, it has its pros and cons. Just open up the book. Okay. You can do it. You can do it? So how does it feel? It's such a short comment, but I feel so happy. Especially because I've done nothing but lurk around and read. People they can be a part of something just by doing this, huh? They can connect like this. There are fools who think too much and do nothing, and fools who don't think at all but act. Both have their good and bad points, but only the latter will produce results. Yes. It was a small step, but still a great leap for you, Mel. Yeah. Reagan? What? Today was, well, it's been a wild ride since yesterday, but it was fun. Rune is such a nice person too, and I enjoy being around her. My condition worsened and I ended up collapsing, but even then, it's been so long since I've had this much fun. You really are quite a strong one. You find this fun? Very well. The path you've chosen may be the right one, but also the more painful one. Just how long will you continue to think of this as fun? I see. Go to bed. It will be a problem if you have you collapsing again. The words. Okay, I got it. Reagan, why? Why do you treat me like that? Haven't you already forgiven... Look at her, Zavitz. Mill. She's smiling. No matter what I say to her, she is enjoying herself. She was able to get results from something that she herself did. Regardless of what those results were, she has always hoped to be able to effect change through her own efforts. Once she has made up her mind, her heart does not waver. She is a strong person, wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. Aww. They're still not sprouting. Is that Reagan's voice? You told me they would be shooting up within a day. If they haven't sprouted by tomorrow, then you had better prepare yourself. Reagan's speaking with Rupika? Oh, you may be laughing now, but I'm dead serious. Fine. More importantly, you promised tomorrow morning. How's Rainvasta's condition? I see. Don't get any strange ideas. Betray me, and I will hunt you down relentlessly until I kill you. Reagan, was that Rupika? Zavitz, you're awake. I heard your voice, so... It has been over 10 hours since we've planted those seeds, and they still haven't sprouted. So I gave him a piece of my mind. Well, there's nothing we can do but wait with these things. Even though he says they'll grow quickly, I'm sure it's on a case-by-case basis. How utterly frustrating. Are you not good with waiting? Until they sprout, we cannot leave this place. Ah, right. How is Returner's condition? She's fine. Leave her to me, is all he said. It's kind of hard to take his word for it. Yeah. This is a flashback, right? It's up to me whether or not I trust you. Yep. Is that so? Well, there is a way for me to find out in an instant. No way. Mind diving is off limits. The mere fact that you're not allowing it is as good as a confession. Wrong. I'm saying we do this the old-fashioned way. People have been able to trust each other since long before you and your cheats. That's just an excuse. You can't tell whether or not I'm telling a lie. I'm telling you, I'll uphold my end of the bargain. Isn't this what trust is really about? Grace. Grace is hiding something. Maybe we shouldn't trust him after all? Who knows? He doesn't seem to have anything against us, but it's too soon to say for certain. If he doesn't show up with Rainvasta tomorrow at Neo Caesari's entrance, we may have to change our plans. Mill, tea. Get some ready. Got it. Here you go. Well done. What are you doing with the bibliotransmission? It is quite a fascinating piece of technology, so I'm observing. Are there any interesting writings going on? I can't read, so I don't know. You can't? Not this country's language. I'm communicating with you using a kind of manacraft called Eraradum. We wouldn't even be able to understand each other without it. Wow, that's amazing. I wish I could learn to use manacraft too. Don't even think about it. With your current condition, you're only going to lose what's left of your short life. I figured as much. What's with that face? No, I was just thinking how you knew all sorts of things. Well, when you've lived this long, you learn a little too much. If you're despised, then despise them back. When kicked down, crawl back up. When persecuted, then retaliate. Having been exposed to this cycle of abuse and oppression, to so much despair, I've come to understand a great many things. And my sense of fatigue, my sense of delight, I've long forgotten such things. Reagan, again with that backstory of yours? That's right. Just thought I'd put a little spice in your boring life. You're making such a big deal out of this. Well, I kind of like the attitude though. It's like you're some big shot. At first I thought you were putting on an act, but it doesn't really look like it. Well, that's because I am a big shot. Reagan, looking at this country, at our situation, what do you think? A developing country. That sums it up well. Just about any country out there goes through this phase. And all countries that have such a one-sided exploitation of the masses like this will, without fail, collapse in some form or another. Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, probably. Without fail? Without fail. No exceptions. The collapse of a country, it's scary, isn't it? Countries rife with such injustice that continue to exist are far scarier. God, too real. Besides, the collapse itself is just trifling matter. The true difficulty lies in how that country tries to build itself up again. Say, what if, just if you could stay here, would you be able to reform this country? Without a doubt. Without any hesitation, huh? People who can't answer like that are unfit to effect change or on anything on the scale of a country. The other day you asked where our parents were, right? Just where did they go? We just don't know. What? One day they just disappeared. Without saying a word. You were abandoned. Even that we're not sure about. I see. Those two, they had no other thoughts than those involving money. They'd come back home carrying loads of herbs I'd never seen or strange-smelling branches. Then they'd sell them to those hoodlums that seemingly just came out of nowhere. I don't know where the money from that went either. They were only ever home when they were selling. What they gave me could just barely count as food. If Sol weren't here with me, I think I would have lost it a long time ago. Now that I think about it, just why were they so desperate to earn all that money? Looks like Sol's been quite helpful. Saul didn't used to be the brooding type like he is now. Ever since our parents disappeared, he's changed. I don't quite know what caused it, but Saul used to really look up to our parents. It must have come as quite a shock to him. We actually used to live downtown a little while back. But one night, I overheard our parents talking. They were discussing how the neighbors sold off kids to some facility and got paid a huge sum of money. Saul and I spent every single day wondering if we'd end up sold off like those kids did. Then all of a sudden, our parents just up and disappeared. Oh. Well, at least we weren't sold off. I'm at least thankful for that. You seem to have had terrible parents. So hot. Oh, Saul is here? Saul, go take a break. Really? I can just step away like that? You're practically out of breath right now. Rest. Just stepping away for a short while isn't going to cause it to go back to the way it was before. Phew. The balance is pretty delicate, isn't it? Feels like there's some huge disturbance every hour or so. That's only at the start. After about a week or so, it should be much more stable. But don't forget to continue maintaining it on a daily basis, even after we've left. Alright, you won't be with us the whole way. We'll be here until the buds are up. In any case, you need to continue the fight even without us. Here's some tea, everyone. Oh hey, look! Look at this article in this book. Mel, isn't this a new entry in the article? This one looks pretty long, too. Eh? But please read it aloud for us. What? Read? Who, me? Savitz, can you even read this country's language? Yes, functions for reading and writing Viscontin were installed. Well then, if you please. Okay. I too lost a son. My wife died giving birth to him. He, Caro, was everything to me. When he turned 6, he came down with a sickness called Sengel. It's a high fever that lasts indefinitely. Just like you, I bought him medicine from the guild. The medicine for his sickness was expensive. I even ended up participating in the P2P not too long ago. The money I received from it all went to paying for more medicine. But one day, they told me that they had some issues with importation from Ceres. None of it really made sense to me. No matter how many times I asked for clarification, they only ever gave me some vague excuse. I even tried to get the medicine myself directly, but I just didn't know what routes to take. The price of the medicine kept going higher and higher. Eventually, I just couldn't buy it anymore. It was when he was 9. After 3 years of suffering, Kiro drew his last breath. His fever was so bad that he couldn't even speak, like he was just being baked in his own heat. He ended up dying with empty eyes. I cursed everything, the guild, this country, this self of mine for having been born into a family with no real money to speak of. Everything. To be honest, I was really unsure whether I should reply to your post or not. I'm sure that the people from the guild scoured these transmission lines, but I came to a realization. A little girl like you, just 12 years of age, is standing up to them. But what have I done? I've lost everything. I have nothing to fear now. I want to give you my support, but I'm so pathetic I don't even know how to. So I want to let others know. Let them know about your story, and look for others who also harbor resentment against the guild and bring them together. Thank you for giving me the courage to do this. Thank you for opening my eyes. May the blessing of mana be with you and your brother. Wow. Well, hi Sparky, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Do I smell? I don't think I smell. Kind of rude also. I was reading a very passionate message and you're just telling me I smell in the meantime. How dare. But no, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good Sunday. Sunday? Wednesday. What the heck? Why did I say Sunday? Or start to say Sunday? It's not even close. It's like almost the furthest possible from Sunday. Can't silence the truth. I didn't try to silence it though. I'm just telling you it's kind of rude to do that in the middle of me doing a passionate speech, you know? It wasn't sweat, it was tears. Oh yes, of course, I was crying so much from that. The chain has begun. Yes. Keep on writing. The fight has just begun. Yes. Yeah, keep fighting the good fight. Well then, time to help out with dinner again. What's wrong, Mill? You seem to have something on your mind. Are you done writing the post? Ah, yes. I wrote that we finished preparing the field with agricraft. That we've already planted the seeds and we just have to wait for them to sprout. I also replied to the person who wrote back. I said thanks. Is that so? It doesn't feel real. I never imagined that an adult could have been that honest in empathizing with me. And that's exactly how people connect with each other. When it comes to something that's very fundamental and real to us, I guess things like age don't really matter at all. Yeah. Oh right, there's something that's been on my mind. Since everything is posted in anonymity, are there people who post hurtful or derogatory remarks too? Considering how it's basically a lawless free-for-all, it doesn't seem out of the question. Not really, no. At least I haven't seen any. That's surprising. I imagine people would be a lot more tactless there. So it's not like the internet then. Huh. Maybe it's because people would just ignore you if you wrote some pointless garbage? Is that how it works? I mean, if you wrote something negative to hurt someone, no one really gains anything. Well, yes, but people apparently still do that anyway on the internet. Is this book Reddit? Well, that's what I'm thinking, right? That's... on Reddit, for example, people do write negative stuff just for the sake of it. Or negative comments. But apparently in this book, they don't. Or either that... Wait, either that or the book filters it. Which would be better, to be honest? Because it is a magical book. It could probably just be like, that's very rude of you, and then just remove it. I suppose no one really wants to do that in here. That makes sense. Oh, by the way, what's that you have there? Is it some kind of fruit? It's so pretty and red. You mean this? It's a maitu, a kind of vegetable. I picked quite a lot around the area this morning. Are we going to be cooking with these tonight? Yes, the maitu is pretty well known as a vegetable that symbolizes good luck. It's an important tradition to have a maitu dish during the first harvest for us Viscantans. I see. I didn't know it had that kind of significance. If I remember right, you and Reagan will be leaving tomorrow at noon, right? I thought of making something a bit special. Ooh. What is it? I'm excited. You're really into cooking now, aren't you, Rune? Well, we'll also be boiling these, so we should get the fire... eh? What's wrong? We're out of firewood. Sorry, I'll need to go out to gather some. Oh, that's alright, I'll do it. Sorry about this, I usually ask Sol to do it instead, but... It's fine, let me do this much at least. Do you have any rope or anything like it? I'd like something to tie up the firewood with. Oh, Sol is the one who keeps track of these things. Could you ask him instead? Got it. Oh, Reagan, where's Sol? I don't know. He's nowhere to be seen. Huh? Where'd he go? What is that boy up to, I swear? Must be preparations for dinner later. Mill said she'll be preparing something special. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Mill's cooking is quite delectable. It's certainly something to be excited about. She really is amazing in the kitchen, isn't she? I mean, being able to please even a princess's palate? How rude. Don't lump me together with those arrogant upstarts who mistake price for taste. I swear with you, it's just... I'll go look for Sol. Okay, yep. Just get out of there. Get out of there. Don't even try to fix that. It's fine. Huh. Where's Sol? Maybe he went back home? Hey, Sol. You there? Huh? Oh. Oh, you're, looking good. How was it going? What big eyes you have. Sol? Sol? A chill runs down my spine a little too late. Sol? Rune. What? What you say? I'm going to gather some firewood, so I'd like to borrow some rope. Rope? Oh. I didn't bother putting it away the last time I used it. It's just lying by the entrance. I see. That's it? Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's fine. He's fine. Right? I didn't even notice. I was so focused on Mel this entire time. Mel isn't who we need to keep an eye on. It's Sol. Yeah, Mel is fine. Sol is not. What is it, Zavitz? You've got quite a grave expression on your face. About Sol. Is agricraft, like, mentally draining? Using any craft for the first time will be very fatiguing, but it shouldn't cause any strange effects. Especially not mental fatigue. It's akin to reading a book in a foreign language that you've just begun studying. Which means... Well, this is my gut feeling, but... Isn't there something kind of wrong with Sol? Well... It's like... I have a really bad feeling, just looking at him. I didn't get this feeling until just recently, though. Between Sol and Mill, the one with stability issues is Sol. Why? He looked so reluctant to plant the Sagiola rather. And more than that, the way he stares so blank and unfocused is really bothering me. He must be hanging by a thread. With the heavy labor he's been doing day by day, he numbs himself through that extreme amount of work. He's running away, isn't he? From reality? Indeed. Mel seems to have accepted her fate, but Sol is different. He can't seem to come to terms with his sister's impending death. When their parents vanished, it seemed to have come as quite a shock for him. How daft. These are the very same parents who considered selling off their own children. If this Sagiola planting works out, wouldn't that just be another blow to Sol? I don't know. But he can't keep this up. What, he can't constantly run away from reality? That he needs to accept it and move on? That's easier said than done. Sol is weak. Not through any fault of his own. But this isn't the time to be pointing fingers. Unless he overcomes that weakness of his soon, something may happen. Something that we cannot recover from. This much is certain. We don't have enough time. No, even if we had more time, for people like us who won't even stay behind to see it through, we may not have the right to stick our nose in even deeper. We need something, like a spark to... In the field. That's... Reagan, isn't that a bud? Sol, Mill, come, quick, quick. The Sagiola. Ah, ah, we did it. We did it, Sol. Sol's expression as he just stares at the Sagiola buds is as incomprehensible as always. Maybe he's just given up on something? Or maybe he's just relieved? I can't even tell which based on the minute changes in his facial expressions. Yeah. Maybe he's finally seen a ray of hope, but that might also just be me projecting my own optimism onto him. What's on your mind, Sol? How do you feel right now? The two of you are leaving tomorrow, right? We plan to by noon. We're just waiting for a friend of ours. How should I keep living from here on? Just live. To the fullest. Why do you think I'm asking? How would I know how to live to my fullest? I've been thrown off my daily rhythm. I've got enough money saved up to keep going without work for a while. Soon we won't have to deal with the biggest issue, buying the Sagiola. I'm going to lose my way of life soon. So just what am I going to do? You just do whatever you want and everything's all messed up now. And on top of that, you're just going to ditch us? How selfish can you get? Didn't that cross your mind? Despair sure feels good, doesn't it, Sol? Huh? You've grown accustomed to it. Despair protects you from all the sorrow of the world. No matter how far you fall, you won't feel any pain anymore. Eventually it corrupts the mana running throughout your body. You become crippled, feeling nothing but disgust when happiness befalls you. Sol, is this way of life of yours something precious to you? I don't know. You're mistaken. What you will lose is Mill. You will lose her, and a routine that continues to let you escape from that very reality. You and Mill have been born to deplorable circumstances, unfair and unjust, truly pitiful. However, Sol, those 2 years left to Mill ought to be for her. If you hold her dear, then use them to the fullest for her. What do you think I've been doing? I've been working every single day to pay for her medicine. Only at first glance. But you have been running away. The fact that you've been raising the Sagiola so half-heartedly is clearly proof of that. You use your powerlessness as an excuse to simply float on by, with nary a plan in mind. That isn't living your life to the fullest, let alone simply living. Mill's remaining time will not change, regardless of whether it's spent in smiles or in tears. If so, then it should be spent smiling, with you alongside. Do not yield to despair, Sol. Do not be afraid of getting hurt. Those scars in your heart will be the one lasting thing that Mill leaves behind. Proof of her existence. Well, anyway, you came to me to voice your complaints, but all you got was a sermon. That won't do anything to help you vent your frustration, so it's your turn now. If you've got something to say, I'll shut up and listen. Just forget it. Excuse me. Well then. Yikes. Eh? They're already this big? They were just thin little green stalks yesterday, but there are even leaves now. Sagiola sure grows at an incredible speed. As I look at the Sagiola, a thought occurs to me. Getting a hold of the soil fit for Sagiola to grow, and Sol's efforts. Despite all the trouble we've gone through, Sol and Mill's lives have been at the mercy of some weed that could be grown in the span of a few days. Just how many Viscantans are suffering like they are? Savitz? Ah, Regan. You're up early. You too, Regan. Russell, Russell? What? I hear something. This early in the morning? Oh my god. It's the people from the Pharmacist Guild. No. Okay, but yeah, it is very crazy, right? That because this happens in real life too, where something is actually pretty simple to grow or to cultivate or something like that, but it ends up being really expensive because of circumstances or stuff like that, right? And it is very stupid when that happens. But it is very hard to change as well. Exactly because of people like this, who are profiting off of it. Ah, I knew it. Look, they're already sprouting. Over there in the field, you can already see the Tagiola. Oh, this is the pharmacist we talked to before. Aren't you the pharmacist from back then? And the man beside him, he's the one who came here snooping around. Oh, it sure is warm, isn't it? It looks like those rumors about Agricroft were actually true. These are the two girls you were talking about. Makes you wish they could stay young forever, eh? Oh my god, these guys. Hey girlies, looks like you've been up to a lot here, haven't you? I've heard quite a lot about what you've been doing here. Uh-huh. You've even brought some rather uncouth-looking fellows with you. What do you want, punk? Why, you little... I let you talk, and all you do is get cheeky with me. Learn to talk more respectfully to your elders. Well, the thing is, sir, right? The thing is, you don't deserve any respect if you come here and judge us and tell us what we can or cannot do. Like, that's... You need to deserve the respect in some way, right? You need to earn it. Like, of course, we won't treat you like dirt immediately, but if you already step on our lives, then... I mean, why should we be respectful at all? You aren't my elder. Neither are you worthy of a single shred of respect. Damned outsider can't even uphold basic etiquette. What do you mean basic etiquette? You've already broken basic etiquette yourself, dude. You sure did a number on me back then. Did you think you could just leave scot-free? We warned those Hearthugger twins and they just ignored us. Once we finish with their punishment, it's your turn. You'd better prepare yourself. Once these kids are done with you two, we're going to sell you off to the local brothels. Oh my god. I'm definitely going to find a buyer no matter how high I set the price. Well then. Beat them up, Rune. Get him. Punch him. Destroy them. What? Another one of your cheap one-liners. Wouldn't you agree with me, Sevitz? Well... So do they make you nervous? Nope, not at all. If anything, I guess I'm a little ticked off. So she says, Mr. Pharmacist. We aren't falling for your pathetic attempts at threatening us. It looks like you don't understand the situation you're in, do you? I'm the head of the guild, you see. You make me mad and you won't get away with it. I'm sorry, but I'll have to throw your warning right back at you. That's right. Even if every single one of you comes at me all at once, you'll have no chance of winning. We need to leave this country already. What? Skipping over the smaller details, I don't really know how to fight, so I might not be able to hold back. It's actually pretty convenient for us that they've shown up here. People can die pretty easily, so in the worst case we might have casualties. This is so we no longer have to intervene on Sol and Mill's behalf. So I suggest we talk this over instead. It's just a bluff, but I really, really need to strike fear into their hearts. Just absurd. This might be the first time I've gone this far out of my way only to be made a fool of. For the benefit of some damned outsider like you, I'll explain it nice and simple, okay? This country's government is rife with corruption. The citizens were as good as dead the moment this country practically sold itself to Ceres. Do you understand how humiliated we all felt? The Ceresians treat us like garbage. For the sake of some development, the governments threw away our identity as Viscantans. We formed this guild in order to protect the people of Viscanta. No, you didn't. You formed the guild. Well, maybe you started as that. But right now, all you're doing is protecting yourselves and the money you're gaining off of them. By taking the initiative and establishing the trade of medicine, we secured transport routes and jobs. If it weren't for us, imagine just how many people would have died. I grow tired of this. Is your so-called history lesson over? My ears are about to fall off just listening to your falsehood-laden story. Be gone. Why, you brat. Learn to listen when your elders are talking. Fine. Ruckle, go knock a little sense into these girls. Ruckle? What kind of name is Ruckle? You sure you want to start off with me? Don't blame me if their arms or legs get a little too twisted and you can't sell them anymore. I don't care. That's the price for being so cheeky with me. I've been nice to let them talk like they have to me. Like they have to me. Bad girls like these two need to be punished. Do whatever you want with them. Sorry about this, ladies. My one and only joy in life is to slice up pretty little girls like you two, you see. Well, that's a pretty awful thing, my dude. If that's your only joy, maybe get a different life. Because that's pretty sad. What is... what? My dude. My dude. What is this sentence? That is insane to say. I'm not even gonna say it. Because it's insane. Yep, that's... This guy is crazy. Just thinking about it makes me want to get some boost to go with it. What the fuck? And? That's what you intend on doing? Sure, act all brave while you can. Try that once I've gotten my hands on you. Even if that really is your persona, just bores me. Truly, utterly boring. If you're trying to pull off some kind of madman act, you need to go back to the drawing board. Look here, Missy. I don't know just where you picked up that sassy attitude of yours, but you better not look down on us at... Zavitz, do you have a plan? Yes, more or less. Good. Well then, this is in your hands. Just don't forget the time. We have an appointment with Rainvasta. Tardiness will not be allowed. Just leave it to me. I don't plan on taking long. Huh? Kill him, kill him. Damn it. Don't just ignore me, you stupid little... What the... Catch. Easy. What? There's something on the tip here. It's kind of sticky. I'm fairly certain that's either poison or a drug that causes paralysis. Looks like it wasn't entirely an act. How? How can you touch that end? Dead and still be able to move? Oh, was this supposed to be a surprise attack to catch us off guard? So it seems. What a pity. Oh no. No! No! It's been so long since it crashed. Damn it. Wait, I haven't saved. I haven't saved. Ruin broke that thing so hard. I know, right? Okay, wait. Here we go. Okay, quick save. Okay, into the ground it goes. Well. Looks like you won't be able to get your hands on that knife anymore. What? Let's see now. Reagan, could you hand me that rope I was going to use for the firewood? This thing? Here. What what? You can try using all sorts of underhanded tricks on me, but you can't fool these eyes of mine. 500 frames per second is more than enough to read people's movements. I can keep this up for hours if I want to, and it gives me more than enough time to react and increase the frame rate if someone brings out a gun. The guild. So, I always gave you priority for the medicine, and this is how you repay me. I doubt that, sir. Do you know just how hard it is to get my hands on the Sagiola? Oh, you two are awake. Stay back. This will end soon. Come at me any way you want. I'll counter you back. Is she a monster? Is she some kind of manacrafter as well? Tamidon, kill her. And kill the Hothaga Trings too. So... This ain't what we agreed on. Anyone who dares go against me is as good as dead. I'm not going to let you have your way anymore. We are the guild. You mess with us and it's the end for you. Okay, so even his henchmen are like, wait, we're not gonna kill children, what the fuck? If the henchmen are doubting, then that's good. That's good. Well then, Zevitz, don't kill them. Show them just which of us takes the high road. That was my plan originally. Do you think you could just shut up and watch? This is Zevitz when she gets serious. I slowly position myself in front of the man who just threw the knife. Perhaps still in disbelief from the events from earlier, the man doesn't budge a single inch. He's sweating bullets. Just who are you? What are you hesitating for? Go kill her! In my state of concentration, I perceived that one short sentence from the pharmacist as if 50 whole seconds had passed. If I don't control my compression better, I might get bored out of my mind in this fight. Let's lessen the frame rate. Just as I was thinking that, the man pulls out another knife hidden in his sleeve. He tries to stab me, aiming straight for my heart. Even as an amateur at fighting like me could tell at a glance. His form was excellent, without any needless movement. Despite having been shaken up, he's still able to maneuver this well. He must be a pretty skilled hitman. But this knife also. To me, his movement is so slow that I almost feel sorry for moving as fast as I do. Confiscated. Boom, into the ground. What? Amazing. Well, tied up. Oh, you've put some thought into this. Well, I would have preferred something more precise, like punching them into a daze, but I can't really do that, so this is the surest way to deal with it. Hey, you too, go take her at the same time. You gotta be kidding me, she took out Ruckle in one hit. I'll kick you out of the guild if you don't, both of you. Just go and deal with her already. Damn it, just how do you expect us to win against someone like her? You cannot. Please give up. And never come here again. Don't get so cocky. The man from the other day lunges at me with the knife that had been hanging from his waist. Another easy attack to dodge. Confiscated. Gone. Wait, with the handle and... I like that the handle is sticking into the tree, not the blade, the handle. Why don't you just keep them and sell them? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, the weapons? I mean, I think she's just proving a point, really. She's not even... She's trying to intimidate them into, like, going away. She could probably retrieve at least this one, right? Then it's not a well-balanced blade. I mean, it could also be a throw that was specifically aimed to... I don't know. I don't know, man. That knife belongs to the crows now? Maybe. What the... Huh? Oh wait. He's not dead, is he? Can't really control my strength. No way, no freaking way. Kick me out of the damn guild, I don't care, I ain't going up against this chick. Hey, where do you think you're going? Don't give chase, Savitz, don't waste your time. Suddenly. Oh. What's that? The pharmacist threw something he was hiding. Oh, he's throwing it at us. I thought they were... Because of the way he's positioned, I thought it was being thrown at him. But I guess it's flying this way? Why? How is he... Oh, I guess he threw and like is like... It's turning around in the same motion? I guess that makes sense. The pharmacist threw something he was hiding. Eh? That's sediment? Savitz, careful. Fire bombs. Eh? He got us. Ah. One of the bombs exploded just above Mill, raining fire all over her and Sol. Mill. Savitz, the field. Right, the Sagiola buds. It's hopeless. The buds are so small they burn to a crisp almost instantly. What happened? They're all gone. Every single one's burned. Mel, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? I'm fine. I jumped into the water as soon as I could. Just have a few burns. Oh no, the house. Our house is... Yuck. Oh. Blood. Kill the pharmacist. He deserves to die after that, to be honest. He's burning their entire livelihood down. Like their entire life is just gone. What? He's coughing up blood? Not my head. Get up. And my body's moving on its own. Just how low will you go? Just how selfish can you get? Just what kind of life did you live to become this self-centered? Reagan, that aura from her isn't good. Reagan, what are you going to do? I will kill this man. You mustn't. I thought we agreed that there would be no killing. If Sol puts in a little more effort, then they can raise more. We still have enough seeds. We can still turn things around. No. It's too damn late for that. Huh? mind dive. My house got caught in the flooding, you know. I can't stay in the Vita stream, then I can't live much longer. I've been coughing up blood more often lately. Look, can't you help me out here? Look, I know you've been coming here every day and all, but yelling and screaming at me isn't going to do anything. New Accessory is a residential district inside Ceres' territory. It's not under Frascanta's jurisdiction. If you want to complain, go do it over in Ceres. Is this government just going to let us sick folk out here die? Don't you know some of the people who lived inside the Vita stream are sick? Like I said, if you can't get me into New Accessory, at least help me out with importing medicine, even just temporarily. Just how many times do I have to tell you, complaining to us isn't going to get anything done? Just reporting that the issue from last week's been dealt with. C District is now under our control. We'll also be ready to deal with those guys from the port area by next week. Excellent. Every medicine's trade route in and out of Port Cesare will be under the guild's control by the start of next year. We finally come this far, eh? It took much, much longer than expected. Pulling off anything big will take time. But I don't have that kind of time. At this rate, I'll... Another one of your spasms. Just sit. Don't just sit and stare. My medicine. Yeah. This chronic sickness of yours sure is a pain. I swear I'm going to get enough money and go back to my hometown where I belong. New Accessory. Yeah, so he came from New Accessory. He was kicked out. And then he did everything just to get back there. But he created this basically crime syndicate as the guild to fund it all. This is Sagiola powder. Make sure your sister takes this every day. Okay. Wait a minute. The kid just now. He's one of the Hartager twins. Soul, was it? Did you sell him some Sagiola? I did. So what? Wait, what? That's gotta be a mistake. That ain't gonna help his sister get any better. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all been a ruse. I mean, Sagiola is just a painkiller, isn't it? Yeah. Well, so the seeds getting burnt actually isn't that bad. It's not like this is the Middle Ages. You can easily cure the noose by taking Helicori essence for a month, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. He's just like, yeah, you can cure it easily. Oh my god. So you cure it, then what? Cure that and you've lost a repeat customer, yep. As I said, crime syndicate. It's basically like the mafia, like, oh yes, you pay your protection money, right? Because then we give you this stuff. Oh my god. So they can cure it, right? The painkiller is literally just to deal with the symptoms. She will die in 2 years. If they cure it, she's just going to live a full life. A full, fulfilling life. But instead, this guy lives off of them for 2 years, making money until she dies. Right? Basically just controlling their lives for money. It's like the most despicable thing you could ever do. That's crazy. Make the old man's head go pop? I think it's going to. I mean, either that or he will die himself, because he was already on his way out, probably. It's the noose. As long as you can eat, then you aren't going to die anytime soon. Taking Sagiola will help deal with any loss of appetite while you rot away on the bed. That way, we can keep selling Sagiola to them at jacked up prices till they kick the bucket. What the hell? The noose needs to be treated as soon as possible. She's still a little girl. She can still be cured. Ah, fine, whatever. I got it. Just shut up with that damn yammering of yours. This is common sense. I don't mind if you scam a few people here or there, but that little girl's life is on the line, and I won't stand for it. I told you, I've got it. I'll head over to the hot doggers later and hand them the helicory myself. You damn well better. I'm going to head there later and make sure. Alright, alrighty. Just hurry up and get back to those deliveries. Wait, did he kill this guy? Come in late again and it'll be your neck on the line. Ruckle, are you there? Yeah. Deal with him, yeah. Oh my god. Even his own people. Just like, you can't do that. These children are going to die. It's like, okay, then you die too. Clearly, yep, the crime syndicate. Before he gets anywhere near the Hearthoggers. You sure? We had someone turn to fish food just the other day. I don't care. The guards here in Visconta aren't going to get off their asses for 1 or 2 murders. It's more convenient for Ceres and Visconta to pretend that everything is fine and peaceful. They have been for a long time now. Because they've finally gotten used to how you deal with things. This is the only way I can get enough money to live in New Sassery. Why do you even... It's only for himself. He's destroying so many lives. He's killing people, all just so he can live in New Sassery and have maybe, like, I don't know, 10 extra years on his life or something like that. I don't know. God. What an asshole. You're my right-hand man here. I'm depending on you. We're going to drive these Ceresian bastards out of our Vida stream. Yeah, Selphine, she's just angrier now. Reagan, please, think this through. I'm sure he's done all sorts of bad things, but nothing worth getting killed over. God. Listen up. Sol, Mill, this bastard, this wretched bastard, he knew how to cure the invisible noose. Despite that, he continued to sell you Sagiola, which did nothing but numb the pain. Also, he'd reap the profits from both of your suffering. What? Sol the one's responsible for your sister's demise. No way. I will return to the Vita stream, no matter the cost. Had Mill actually taken the proper medicine? She is this damned pharmacist. She could have been saved? Yeah, it might be too late now. Like, if she had taken it early on, then she could have been saved. So it might be too late now, even knowing it. Which makes it even worse. Look. Look here. Ooh. Ooh. Soul actually cracked for a bit there. Gah. Oh no. Well, not for a bit. He's gonna probably take out like years of frustration. You. Why you? You've already lived so damn long. Okay, well, there we go. Hit him so hard that the game crashed again. Oh my god. Just a second. Okay, it crashed. Yep. I tried to get it to continue, but no. Classic fault. Yep. Classic fault. It did come up on the wheel, yes. I have a feeling there's not that much left. So I want to try and finish it. Now that it landed on it. Just a second. Bonk. Oh my god. Damn it. Roll back. Quick save. Oh my god. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? Please, game. They just keep smacking the game and it just crashes, you know? Sol is too angry. He's crashing the game. Smack. Okay, wait. Smack. There we go. Go. Oh. But Mill's life had just begun. He had so much to look forward to. But you. Oh my god. Why is it? It went so well for so long, and the game is now just like not cooperating at all. Why? Also during the like very climactic scene as well. Damn it. Punch, punch, punch. Whack. Well, the fix was a different version, which I'm still running. Mill's life had just begun. She had so much to look forward to, but you took everything away from her. You piece of shit. You goddamn worthless piece of shit. Why does someone like you have the right to even do all of this? Good question. Seeing the endless flurry of blows being rained down stirred up something in me. Something I'd buried within the depths of my heart. I know this sensation. Just stop. Stop fucking breathing. This feeling. I remember this. Stop it, you piece of shit. You worthless pile of garbage. You don't have any goddamn right to breathe the same air we do. You better fucking stop right now. Stop fucking existing. Suffocation and pummeling. Soul switches back and forth between both. Unable to focus on doing either, I unconsciously begin to view the spectacle in slow motion. Are you listening to me, you piece of trash? Why are you still breathing? You... Soul's anger finally distills into a sad course of action as he strangles him. What are you crying for, you stupid shit? Don't try to copy us humans. You have no right to cry, you fucking bastard. God. The pharmacist's face slowly turns blue. Just a few more seconds. In just a few more seconds. his life will end. I need to do something. But I don't have it in me to stop him. That's enough, Soul. There you go. Please. Soul, if you took that man's life, I would have to accept that fact. But I don't want to. Even if this man was the one responsible for my death, I don't want you to kill him. Damn it. Damn it. Buddy shouts, Buddy yells. Therein lay no morals, no lessons to be learned. They were oppressed, deceived, even if they were all just earnestly trying to live, trying to protect what was dear to them. All that was left to them was cruel, tragic, meaningless despair. This is the real world. God damn it. Oh. No, this isn't... I can't... This is no good. What was that? Wait. Clairvoyance? Yeah, we're back. We're back in the past, baby. That never happened. Let me go. Huh. I see. This must be permission. Reagan, please think this through. Don't. Looks like you've taken this joke a little too far, eh? Eek. You get the least of my mercies. A quick and painless death. Yeah, so she does it, I guess, instead of burdening Soul with it, right? Pop goes to Weasel. Oh god. Reagan? You didn't just... This fool will never bother you again. Mill? Continue writing. Reagan didn't turn to face us. Record everything that happened here, to the minutest detail, and continue to do so. It was as if she didn't know how to face us. Your freedom is... She continued to speak without once looking at us. Just a stone's throw away. That hurts. Oh, you're awake, Mill. This is... Why am I... You collapsed after all that happened. All the stress must have just burst out. I see. What about our house? It's pretty bad. It'll take a while to get it back in good shape. It really wasn't a dream, huh? Where are Reagan and Rune? They were here just now, but they already left. I think they're going to where their friend is. I never got to say goodbye. Do you have to, though? They just dragged us around doing whatever they want. And it was all for nothing. Is that really the case? You don't look so well, Mill. I'll go get some water. Just wait here. Yeah. By the time we realized it, Reagan and Rune had already left. The question of why remains a mystery. Perhaps they felt they owed it to us. Hope this water's still drinkable. Those two sure was self-centered. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. We shouldn't have gotten involved with them. That's what I thought from the bottom of my heart. Huh? Hey! Mel, what's wrong? The bibliotransmissions. Something's written inside. I lost my parents too. My daughter at Sengel as well. I couldn't help out my nephew with his sickness. What the... My grandchild, my wife, my son. I won't forgive those bastards. I'm sick of this country, and I'm sick of that damn guild. Just how many pages of replies are there? This is crazy. We should all meet up. Band together. Fight together. To Mill Hearthhugger. We want you and your brother to know that we are your allies. So please, share your burden with us. I couldn't hold back the intense emotions stirring deep inside me. Hey, Sol? It's been so long, so very long since I felt like this. We were able to connect. With just a few words, we united. This... Mill, could you wait here? Yeah. I can't really move anymore. So please, go. I dashed off as fast as I could. Using up the last reserves of my energy, I ran. Damn it. I gave Mill this chance to let him just walk off without saying a word of thanks. Damn it. How awful do you think I'd feel? Crash. It's Sol. Thanks. We've lost everything. Thank you so very much. Who am I kidding? Thanks for giving Mill hope. We didn't want to let it end like that, without saying anything. Sol. Mill can't make it here, so I came here to thank you on her behalf. Mel and I... It's like we were on the verge of losing something really, really important. I can't find the words to express myself. I don't really get it, but it felt like we just... I'm sure that my emotions have been dulled for a long time now. We just couldn't keep going like that. Not a single word of that could express my gratitude at all. Please, I want to do something in return. This is pathetic. I'm about to cry here. Just couldn't keep going, huh? Alright then. I want you to do this. Anything. Be angry, Sol. Understand where you are in this world. And think, discern, just where you ought to focus that anger of yours. If you wish to repay your debt to us, this is the one thing you can do, my dear Sol. Please, Sol, please take good care of Mill. Their manner of speaking suddenly changed. Is that you? Sally? Let's go, Rune. Returna's waiting for us. Sally, that's you, isn't it, Sally? Yeah, sorry. You must have been worried. Sally. I've been waiting for you all this time. Be angry? This was for the best, right? Sally? What's wrong? If only I could have... Sally, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Rune. I made you worry so much, Rune. Forgive me. What do you mean? Tell me what's on your mind. It's okay, right, Rune? I can share this with you, right? She's my friend, so it's okay, right? What the... Sally, you had to keep all this to yourself? Such cruel, horrible things. Please don't hold it all in. I saw, peeking through the gaps, into Sally's heart, the countless evil deeds perpetrated by that pharmacist, the disheartenment and hatred of humans, the accumulation of 8 generations of memories and experiences, all of that deeply connected together, forming the existence that is Sally. I had underestimated. No, there was no way for me to have even imagined just how heavy her burden was. Sally, just how much pain and suffering is there locked up inside of you? I killed him. But this is for the Rune. I understand, Sally. I understand your pain. For every moment of happiness, excitement, is a moment of sadness and despair. A person once said that. Who exactly, I forgot. But that is a lie. The truth is... The truth is what? Oh. The truth is what? The truth is what, Age? Oh no. No. Oh my god. You're gonna wait in suffering for 10 years and more? Apparently so. Oh my god. Seven. Good luck. 7 mil. There was more than a little left. Yeah, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. 2 hours 45. I've done longer on the wheel. So I guess he's just continued growing all kinds of herbs and stuff for people in memory of his sister. To help people. Fault, Milestone 2. Heavy, honestly. No. That's cute. That's very cute art. I like that. I like that a lot. Oof. But yeah, that is going to be fault for forever. Probably. It's so, yeah. I knew you said it like ended on a cliffhanger. I didn't know it was like that much of a cliffhanger. Like that makes a lot of sense where you're like, okay. How long can we wait for this? God. Oh, 07. The story is so good though. It's so good.